All right, welcome back to the Jason Gray Show. All right, let's talk about the CPI report this morning. That's the Consumer Price Index report. So it wasn't a horrible report. It was actually a pretty good report, to be honest with you. But one of the big ones, and we're going to pull up a chart here in just a second, and it's the shelter cost. And we're going to talk about the lagging indicators of shelter costs. So shelter costs takes up about 39% of this report, which is a huge number. And if you look over January of last year, and you're looking at this like little, this big bell curve over here, and you can sort of see that it went up and then it starts to come back down. And you're going to see that when this started coming up, then things started trending back up right this way. And I think we're about ready to hit this curve where it's going to start curving back down, because you see the numbers started coming back down. So this number sort of lags a little bit and starts coming back down. I think we have a good opportunity of seeing that come out in the next couple of reports. But let's talk about the next couple of reports, and we'll look at the next slide. So if you take a look at the 2002 replacement data, and this information is being brought to me by MBS Highway, which is a great service that I subscribe to, and thank them for all these charts that they give us. But the replacement data, if you look at the very far left-hand side of the chart, which is going to be, I think, that way, you're going to see that there's a huge spread on this number, this top-end number and the bottom-end number. And so that was the number we just saw today. This spread is bad, and the reason why this report didn't help us that much is because there's such a huge spread. But you look at the next month. So when we come out with the next month's numbers, which is going to be for March 14th, by the way, those numbers should look good. The CPI numbers should look amazing when you come into the March 14th numbers. So rolling into those, we should get some pretty good data. Everything should be looking a little better year over year. But then we run into the March report that rolls out on April 12th, and that number is going to be bad again. And like I've been saying for a really long time now, in between the end of the second quarter through the third quarter of 2023, I think things are going to get better. And the reasons why are, look at the next few charts. The next few indicators going over there, those year-over-year numbers replace the numbers, and those numbers should be looking good on paper. And that should, in turn, make mortgage rates, Treasury bonds all get better. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm sort of seeing here. So let's talk about the third chart. So the third chart is where mortgage-backed securities are right now. So we're down 30 basis points right now. We need to backtrack. If you look at the very far right-hand side of this chart, we need to get above this next resistance level that is right there. We need to, at the close of business today, only be down around 18 basis points. That'll get us above there, and we're going to get back into that channel again. We do want to try to get back up into a couple channels. Remember, up is good on this chart, down is bad on this chart. That will help mortgage rates. So if we can get through this first channel, get through today's report, tomorrow we have the 20-year Treasury auction that's going to come on out. The 30-year Treasury auction that happened last week was a horrible auction, but the 10-year auction was great. So I think with the CPI report getting past us now, and we know what to expect and maybe what these charts are happening going forward, I think we'll have a pretty good 20-year Treasury auction tomorrow. So if we can get back into that channel, sort of bounce in there for a couple of days, hopefully break out of it through more economic indicators that come out, hopefully we can get back into some better rates and get into a better trend line for mortgage rates. So if you have any questions for me, comments, concerns, like and subscribe. I appreciate your time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.